dead set against this nomination. Any chance he surprises you?
I hope he surprises me. You know, look, first of all, I practiced before Judge Kavanaugh, and, my organization, the Constitutional Accountability Center, opposed him after very carefully looking at his record, listening to his answers at the hearings. And this was just based on the substance, even before all of these sexual assault allegations came out and the incredibly moving and credible testimony of Dr. Ford. Because when you look at his record on the D.C. Circuit, he is incredibly conservative on issues that will be very important in the next coming years before the Supreme Court. Issues like reproductive rights, issues like the access to health care, especially when you're talking about women accessing contraception coverage, and as well as environmental regulations, consumer protection, and even some of his conservative colleagues have called him out for going too far and not respecting precedent in some of those opinions. So I don't know who this centrist is that Senator Collins was talking about in her speech, because if he were that centrist, President Trump wouldn't have nominated him, and I doubt we'd see all these Republicans celebrating him. And so once we see these decisions start to come down, especially if he helps fulfill President Trump's promise to overturn Roe versus Wade, we're going to see the energy that all of these protesters poured into opposing the nomination really come out even further, I think, when they start to feel the effects of the decisions of this very conservative Supreme Court.
Terry, when he was sworn in by John Roberts last night, I thought it was interesting that Elena Kagan was there, Ruth Bader Ginsburg was there. How does he kind of fit in with this award?
That was a huge statement and an important statement, because with this nomination, whether Kavanaugh likes it or not or deserves it or not, he brings onto the court the poisonous political polarization that divides the country right now, and he's got that on the court. Some of that's unfair. It's just a circumstance. Some of it is his own doing. When he got angry, anger was understandable in that situation. But when he got angry, it's as if the mask slipped and this rabid partisan worldview came out, accusing the Democrats and liberals with millions of dollars.
And we've never seen anything remotely like that in a convention.
No, not when Clarence Thomas got angry in a very different way. Not that everybody does it the same way. That said, his colleagues understand the Constitution put him there, right? The constitutional process put him there. They will treat him as a justice. I think they're going to look for ways to reduce the temperature around the court maybe a little bit. And I would think that the key relationship on the court right now is between Chief Justice John Roberts, who is an institutionalist, he loves that place, and Justice Elena Kagan, who has a similar view of the court. Can they find ways in the cases they take, in the way they fashion decisions to lower the temperature? The problem is there's going to be tremendous amount of pressure because conservative lawyers around the country, the candy store is open now.
Because the tradition is the new justice closes the door and there's all of this. But will Roberts steer him away from writing decisions for a while? There's been some speculation. You won't see him anywhere near writing a decision on, for instance, a sexual harassment issue that would come up.
I think John Roberts will have the court has no authority in the country except the confidence of the people, and I think that will be in his mind.
Croc TV.